Let me tell you a story. Imagine it's 1 year from now. You look back at yourself today and realize you're no longer the same person. You're stronger. You're wiser. You're living a life that feels more meaningful, more aligned with who you really are. And when you try to figure out how this transformation happened, you don't find one big dramatic moment. You don't find a lottery ticket or some overnight miracle. Instead, you find 10 small changes, tiny adjustments that slowly but surely reshaped everything. The first change begins with the way you see yourself. Most people wait for the world to believe in them before they believe in themselves. But the truth is, it works the other way around. If you stand in front of the mirror today and only see your flaws, then you'll never recognize the potential hiding inside you. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Celebrate even the tiniest wins. And most importantly, change the way you speak to yourself. Speak with compassion instead of criticism. Because before you ask anyone else to believe in you, you need to have the courage to believe in yourself. The second change happens in the morning. There's something magical about waking up before the world does. At 5 a.m., the air is still, the noise hasn't started, notifications aren't buzzing yet. That's a golden moment, a window of silence where you get to design your day before chaos takes over. Successful people guard that time. They read, they write, they train, they reflect. Waking up early isn't just about the clock. It's about declaring, I'm leading my day, not just following it. But remember, waking up early only matters if you use that time wisely. If you replace late night scrolling with early morning scrolling, nothing changes. Use the silence to build something meaningful. 1 hour before sunrise can completely shift the direction of your life. The third change is learning the power of discipline. Many people get excited when they start something new, but excitement fades and they quit halfway. That's because they rely only on motivation. Motivation is like a spark. It flares up quickly, but dies just as fast. Discipline, on the other hand, is the structure that carries you across the bridge from intention to results. Discipline is what makes you move when you don't feel like moving. Discipline is what keeps you going when no one is cheering you on. And it's in those quiet, uncelebrated moments that your real strength is built. A year of discipline can transform your life in ways a week of motivation never could. The fourth change lies in your environment. Look at the people you spend the most time with, your friends, your colleagues, the voices that surround you every day. They are mirrors of your future. Do they lift you up or drag you down? Do they encourage your growth or mock you for trying? The truth is, even a single negative comment can poison your energy, while one word of encouragement can fuel you for days. Sometimes loving yourself means distancing yourself from those who don't believe in you, not because you hate them, but because you've learned to protect your dreams. Surround yourself with people who ignite the fire inside you. With the right people by your side, even the heaviest journey feels lighter. The fifth change is to keep learning. You don't need to wait for a classroom to grow. The entire world is your school now. Every single day is a chance to become a little smarter, a little stronger, a little more prepared. Don't think you need to read 50 books a year. Start small, 1 page a day, 5 minutes practicing a new skill, 10 minutes listening to a podcast that inspires you. That may not sound like much, but over a year, that's 365 steps forward. And while you're moving ahead, the ones who refuse to learn will stay stuck in the same place. Knowledge compounds. What seems small today becomes a powerful advantage tomorrow. The sixth change is learning to resist small temptations. We live in an age of instant dopamine, quick comfort, quick entertainment, quick validation. Scrolling endlessly, snacking mindlessly, binge watching for hours. All of it feels good in the moment, but over time, it steals your energy, your focus, even your self-respect. Every time you resist one of these urges, you're training your brain to be stronger. Every small no to a meaningless distraction is a bigger yes to your bigger dreams. A meaningful life isn't built on chasing what feels good right now, but on choosing what matters in the long run, even when it's not easy. The seventh change is writing down your goals. Think of a ship without a compass. It might travel far, but it's completely lost. Humans without clear goals are the same. Writing down your goals daily is more than a habit, it's a declaration. It's a reminder, I know where I'm headed. Even if you don't have all the steps figured out, knowing the direction gives you power. When you write something down, it roots itself deeper in your mind. Try for just 1 week. Write your goals every morning, and you'll feel your days become sharper, more focused, less confusing. The eighth change is about facing fear. Everyone feels fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of not being enough. The difference between those who grow and those who stay stuck is how they respond to it. Fear is like a shadow. The more you avoid it, the bigger it looks. But the moment you face it, it shrinks. You don't have to conquer everything at once. Start small, send that message you've been avoiding. Speak in front of 2 people. Try the thing you've been postponing for months. Each small act of courage builds into real confidence. And eventually, you'll look back and realize, I can actually do this. The ninth change is choosing to act in silence. In today's world, everyone wants to be seen, everyone wants to be heard. Social media is full of people announcing their plans, talking about how hard they're working, how big their dreams are. But the truth is, very few are quietly doing the work. You don't need to broadcast every move you make. Real change doesn't come from noise, it comes from action. Better to be a quiet lion that shakes the ground with its presence than a little bird that chirps endlessly but never flies. Stop talking so much about what you're going to do. Start doing it, because one day, your results will speak louder than your words ever could. And the 10th change is taking care of your body. Your body is the vehicle for your soul. Without health, every goal, every dream, every direction falls apart. Sadly, most people only care when it's too late, when they're already burned out, when sickness forces them to stop. But health is the foundation for everything. Exercise, not just for looks, but for energy. Eat with awareness, not just for fullness, but for clarity. Sleep enough, not just for rest, but for emotional stability. Small steps, drinking water, light exercise, consistent sleep may seem simple, but they're the roots of a strong and steady life. And here's the thing, life is not a race to see who wins fastest. It's about who keeps walking even when no one is watching. Too many of us only celebrate outcomes, the title, the money, the recognition. But the late nights, the quiet tears, the long hours of effort, those are the things that actually shape you. The process is what makes the person. When you learn to love the journey, even the slow and quiet days, you discover a meaning far deeper than success. So, if you remember nothing else, remember this. Transformation doesn't come from one big leap. It comes from 10 small changes repeated consistently, day after day. A year from now, you'll thank yourself for starting today.